Hi. Good news is I am actually working on the quiz. I've got 20 questions done so far. It'll be kind of pub quiz style. I'll do the quiz, have a little chat to you, give you the answers, one section at a time. I didn't post Friday because I was not feeling all that happy, and then I didn't post Saturday because I was worn out, and then I didn't post Sunday because I was feeling really low. Reason for the above: Thursday I had a visit from an occupational therapist. Now it's good. She's going to give me some equipment that's going to make my life a lot easier. What's not good is facing the reality that I need it. Anybody out there who has a degenerative still can't say it, let alone face it. Disease is going to know how I feel. You take it at face value, but as things progress and you lose more and more of what you had and reality bites, it does sometimes just wash over you. And yeah, I struggled a bit this weekend, and my daughter wasn't in her happy place either, so it's not been happy bunnies around here. The loony dog has still been a loony dog, and he gives us lots of cuddles and makes us smile, and is currently humping a teddy bear. It's just, yeah, so it's not all bad. And then Saturday was brilliant in a way. I actually got out the second time since shielding started, and this time much nicer than going for a hospital scan. I went swimming with my brother, and it was very interesting the way they changed it all round. Most people have to undress into their swimming costume, i.e. they have to arrive with a swimming costume under their clothes and then undress poolside. I got to use disabled facilities because I need things like a grab rail and somewhere to sit so that I don't fall over when I get changed. And then they can use the changing room afterwards. The logic being that if they've used the changing rooms while they're dry, then the staff don't know where they've been. If they use the changing rooms when they're wet, they know where they've been and they can clean just those ones instead of every single changing room. So yeah, it all makes sense. The lane swimming used to be 6 or 7 small lanes, and it used to be a real bun fight. You get some really unpleasant people just ploughing through everybody. They go in a slow lane and then tut and sigh and plough. And in one case, there was a time when 2 ladies were really horrible about me. I'd gone into the fast lane and I wasn't as fast as they wanted me to be. They actually complained to the lifeguard about me, which is charming. But now you've got just a slow, an intermediate, and a fast. And most of the people were going up and down in a production line in the intermediate. Strictly no overtaking. It's much more pleasant, and much wider lanes. So me and my brother and one nice young lady just quietly took up the slow lane and went up and down. It was nice. I managed 12 laps, which is 12 lengths, which is my standard beginning. If I've been off for a break, I start at 12. If I get to over 20, eventually I'm pleased with myself. But I did my 12, so I was happy with that. Totally shattered afterwards. Totally aches and pains shattered. The rest of Saturday, Beck cooked the tea, thank goodness. And for all of Sunday, the reason I was low was having gone out in the world. It hit me how much I deteriorated since last time I'd gone out in the world. And I was saying to my boss when I emailed her this morning that someone's just checking on the dog. He's eating his teddy bear now. That it's a bereavement of sorts now. I'm not going to say luckily I've had lots of bereavements, but I know how to do bereavements, so I have had quite a few. I have lost the previously very active, very mobile me. You might look at the size of me and think, oh, she's probably always been a bit fat and lazy, because people do tend to think that about fat people. But I haven't. I have always been large. Yes, always been large. There are pictures of me even as a toddler, and I was a little butterball, as my dad would put it. But I've also always been very active. I used to walk for miles and miles and miles. There was a time when I'd cycle to work, which was 3 miles away, hilly, and then I'd come home and walk my dog for about 3 hours, and then do all the housework, gardening, shopping, cooking, etc. So yeah, I've always been a very active girl, and for 19 years I worked on the orthopaedic wards, getting patients up, walking them, etc. And that is not light work. It's probably contributed to my back. So yeah, I have been very active, and now there are days when I can do hardly anything. And there are days when I can manage a bit. I managed 3 walks last week, and then the swimming, and then I was no good for anything. Today I started a walk, but we turned around not because I was in pain. I was in pain, but because it was too hot to go. So, and I've managed bits today. I've managed to hoover. I've washed up. I've put a meal on, which I think may be burning. And, I've done all right. But, yeah, I'm not the happiest bunny. So I just thought I want to put it out there that it is normal to not be a happy bunny. Now, come with me while I just turn my mushrooms down, because I'm pretty sure I've left them on high. Bear with. Oh, heck. Yeah, I have. Oh, I love the smell of burning mushrooms. That'll be all right. Right. Not good. Supposed to be sweet and sour mushrooms. Now they're sweet and ash mushrooms, but hey, I'll rescue it somehow. So yeah, I wanted to put it out there that for anybody who's in a similar position, with any sort of disease, condition, where you're losing what you were able to do, it's okay to feel sad about that. It's okay to just occasionally feel a bit sorry for yourself, because it's appropriate. If this were your friend, you would feel sorry for them. So be your friend and feel sorry for you. And then stop, because you're wasting time if you spend too much time on it that you could be enjoying yourself while you can. So that's what I try to do. I've had a couple of days of feeling miserable, and now I'm going to try and buck up. And like I say, I've done stuff I need to do anyway today, even though it hurt, and even though I'm full of self-pity, because I still can. And while I still can, I'm going to do it. So that was what I wanted to say. Also, one little comment again I've been listening to, that Catherine lady, and #CathBum, and getting annoyed with her. I've gone back right to the start from her podcast, and it was when she was talking about the All Lives Matter response to Black Lives Matter. And she was saying how we all, as white people, should feel privileged. And the way she was describing it, it's we should all feel guilty if we're not doing something for the cause, etc., etc. Now, I would love to be in a position to do something for the cause, because I passionately believe that all people are equal. Some of the best people I've known, far better than some of the white people I've known, have had a different colour skin from mine. The best doctors, the best OTs and physios, some absolutely fabulous people. So I'm not a believer, and the American side of my heritage does have its edge of racism. I know it. I know it's there. I know we were taught it as children, and I've actively had to fight those thoughts in my head and reset them. But we also have Native American Indian in us, and I know how much they have been discriminated against. So, and this might all sound irrelevant, because nobody kneeled on a fat person's neck just because they were fat until they died, even when they were bleeding. But being a fat person, you get discriminated against too. And the world isn't necessarily made easy for disabled people. So, I get it a little bit. I resent being told by somebody who has plenty of money, who has beautiful looks, that I'm privileged and I should feel bad if I can't be part of the cause. Well, I don't feel bad, because I simply don't have the money. I live out in the country. I don't have the mobility. I can't afford to go. I can't afford to go to a protest, and I couldn't walk to the protest if I went. So I don't feel guilty, no. Do I wish I could do something about it? Yeah. Do I wish I could do something about a lot of things? Yeah. But don't tell me I should feel guilty because I can't do things. Frankly, you're discriminating against me. Okay, that's it. Hopefully next time you see this ugly face, I'll actually be giving you a quiz, because I promise working on it. Bye for now.